This is 1480 KRAE Cheyenne.
Also being heard on translator K266CC Cheyenne at 101.1 FM.
It's time for Wyoming Sports Talk today on KRAE. Here are your hosts, Nick and Larry Proetti.
Welcome back to Wyoming Sports Talk today. Larry Proetti and Nick Proetti, our special guests coming up here in just a few ticks. We do want to thank our great sponsors, Taco John's of Cheyenne. Again, you can use the Taco John's app for delivery or just go right to the drive-thrus. And again, they're serving up 3 delicious squares Monday through Sunday. And again, they got their walking tacos right now. So again, check out their walking tacos special over at Taco John's of Cheyenne, South Greeley Highway, downtown on KRAE Avenue, right, matter of fact, to the east of us on Delrange and Ridge, Pershing and Ridge, and you'll find them on Yellowstone Road. We also want to thank Kia of Cheyenne on Nation Way. Again, you can go to KiaofCheyenne.com and do your business that way if you feel it incumbent that you want to not go onto the lot. Me, I'm going to go on the lot, kick a few tires, and I'm going to check out everything that Kia has going on right now. And they're sanitizing hourly. Hand sanitizer is available. You can call Kia of Cheyenne for more information, 775-0123, Kia of Cheyenne on Nation Way. Flat Valley Bank times 2. Banking, again, with convenient drive-thrus at both locations, at the corner of College and Pershing, the original location on Vandehigh. And again, if you need their services, whether it's an auto loan, a home loan, a HELOC, get a hold of Platte Valley Bank at 778-0021. Chick-fil-A, Windmill, and Delrange, right across from Powersfield and Menards. Ray and Cindy and the great staff invite you to come on by where you can use the Chick-fil-A mobile app. And again, that's for mobile curbside. So again, do take advantage of that. They got 2 convenient drive-thrus. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. Ice cream is back, but not in a cone. It's in a cup. I'll take it. And again, their delicious shakes are available as well, but no whipped cream or cherry on top. It'll come on a flat lid. Chick-fil-A, Windmill, Delrange, across from Powersfield and Menards. Medicare Pharmacy for all your pharmaceutical needs. Inside you can go, Monday through Saturday. Or if you, again, feel like you want to just use the drive-thru, go ahead and do that. That is also available Monday through Saturday. B&B Appliance and TV, 714 Central Avenue. Bruce and the crew await you to come on in on the sales side, where, again, they still sell the top name brands, GE, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, and Frigidaire. Of course, they have a great selection of televisions. The secondary door on the right-hand side is their sales and service office. So maybe a light bulb has gone out in the refrigerator or you need to replace the water filter. They got that for you over there at B&B Appliance and TV, where they service what they sell, 638-6468. Lennox Auto Body in the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Heather invites you to give her a call. Again, whether you need to come on in for an appointment to get the vehicle appraised after the damage, or, again, if you need to use their detailing service, 634-6608. That is a telephone number for Lennox Auto Body, located at 1020 Dunn Avenue and the Auto Glass and Detail Center on Pershing Boulevard. First Tier Bank, you will find them at 1508 Stillwater Avenue, open Monday through Friday. Again, banking, customer service, that is always first and foremost. Tim and the great staff invite you to come on by. And again, if you need any one of their great services, give them a call at 632-3500. Mondello's Pizzeria is right across the street. Joe and his family invite you to come on by and enjoy the #1 pizza in Wyoming. Still #1 after all these years, and still in the top 10 by the Food Network folks. That's how much they enjoy Joe's Pizza. Again, whether you do just a classic slice of pizza, or you have a Sicilian piece, or, matter of fact, you can try one of the gourmet pizzas, where, again, it's all made with TLC. Joe, again, along with his brother and his nephew, they are taking care of everything for you over there at Mondello's Pizzeria. Again, you have to order takeout, 778-6068, and come to the convenient takeout window. And matter of fact, they even got some seating available outside if you want to enjoy our beginning of summer days here in Cheyenne. Mondello's Pizzeria, in addition to pizza, calzone, stromboli, delicious hot and cold Italian subs, and their steak subs, all on fresh baked bread. They open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., and on Sundays they're open at 12 noon. Mondello's Pizzeria. And we go to our scoreboard. It's brought to you by Pepsi of Cheyenne. We turn it over to Nick.
Well, we do have action happening today, at least for Cheyenne Post 6. They'll be on the road at Sheridan, taking on the Sheridan Troopers. 4 o'clock and 6:30 are the start times tentative for that action. Again, conference games for Cheyenne Post 6. Also, 2 happening here in town. That's why we're going to wrap up the show here early, at least around 4 o'clock. Cheyenne Extreme over at Converse. They'll be playing a doubleheader as well. They'll host the Colorado Rockettes once again out of Erie, Colorado. 4:45 is now the new start time for game number 1, and then 6:15 is the estimated start time for game number 2. Again, Extreme at home at Converse Softball Complex. Again, that is Converse Field number 3. If you want to go out to that game, again, completely free for Cheyenne Extreme. Again, no charge, no nothing like that. Go out, go support the Cheyenne Extreme as they host the Colorado Rockettes. Again, happening this afternoon here in town.
And our scoreboard is brought to you by Pepsi of Cheyenne. When we come back, our special guest via the phone, we will talk with LCCC Golden Eagles head coach DeWayne Saulsberry right here on 1480 KRAE.
Alright, if you're a gamer, you know the world of gaming is full of amazing gear. Portable cannons, flying tanks, whoa, like that one, mythic artifacts. But the most advanced tool in gaming today isn't even in the game. It's right in your hand. Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel is purpose-built for gaming, created with pro gamers for gamers. What does that mean? It means it's formulated with ingredients that have been shown to improve accuracy, whoa, and alertness. And Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel tastes great too. Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel even comes in a special can with a uniquely textured grip, so it's easy to refuel between respawns. The ones you're furiously trying to avoid? Hey, there we go. So next time you log online, gear up. Get the drink designed for gaming. Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Hop into the KRAE Time Machine each Monday through Thursday for the golden age of radio, featuring famous radio classics such as Jack Armstrong and Suspense Theater, along with pioneers in the entertainment industry like Bob Hope and Abbott and Costello, along with many other performers who've captured our ears many, many years ago. Join us for the golden age of radio Monday through Thursday, 8 until 10 p.m. on 1480 KRAE, also 101.1 FM, and you can also stream all of our programming on 1480krae.com.
When you say Mondello
Around 46. On Friday, it'll be cloudy with rain showers likely throughout the day with highs around 62. And on Friday night, it'll be partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers with lows around 43.
Fat, lazy, and stupid is no way to conduct a sports talk radio show. We've thrown down the gauntlet, upped the stakes, and made it clear that when it comes to sports talk radio in Cheyenne, there's a new player in town. This is Wyoming Sports Talk Today, and it's only here on AM 1480 KRAE.
We welcome you to Wyoming Sports Talk today. We bring on our first very special guest, the head coach of the Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles, DeWayne Saulsberry. Coach, nice to talk with you on this Thursday afternoon. And, before we get into basketball, and I thought of you as I was coming in to do this show this afternoon and thinking, your past experience in law enforcement and during this really tough time in our nation right now. I'm sure you've gone through a lot of wave of emotions, especially for your former brother and sister officers out there. But, related to our audience, again, you know what it was like being out there on patrol and all that, but some tough times right now for our law enforcement.
It is. You just got to, pray for those guys and, everybody that's involved in it. Hopefully we can all get this. We can all get it right. It's very, very tough job for those guys to do. I do know that after doing it myself, and I see the other side of it too. So we got to figure out a way to sit down, talk, and figure out a way to get it right.
Another thing too, in getting off of that particular portion of the program, thing that has been voided or been a void in our life here during the last few months has been sports. And again, we are a country that loves our sports, whether it's hoops, hockey, baseball, whatever the case may be. I can understand why people are a little bit on edge right now. I mean, athletics kind of brings us all to the table and relaxes us a little bit.
It definitely does. You missed out on a whole lot. We missed the Final Four, and baseball right now, and golf. Missed the Masters already. So there's a lot of things that we usually do that kind of brings everybody together. And right now, we don't really have that. So that's definitely a good point.
Well, Coach, give us an update over there at LCCC, where we know at UW right now, I do believe earlier this month, they allowed athletes to come back or at least participate. Again, they had to go through the COVID-19 test, but again, they're able to participate with their respective teams over there at UW. Now, with the NJCAA, a little bit lighter on, again, recruiting, allowing in-person recruiting. That happened about a couple months ago when they came out and said that was good to go, but are your athletes able to come to Cheyenne, go participate in that gymnasium right now with your coach?
Looks like we're going to be able to start on Monday. At least some workouts and some stuff like that, as long as we're following, we have some protocols that we have to follow and some things of that nature. But, yeah, it looks like on Monday we've been given the okay to do some light workouts, some one-on-one stuff, not, definitely no big group things, but at least we're going to be able to get back in the gym and try to get back to a little bit of normalcy.
Well, and the fortunate thing as well, too, for you, Coach, where you're bringing back at least part of this 2020-2021 LCCC squad, a lot of local products where, again, you got a few Cheyenne, at least products with the McCord twins, also, too, possible of Eric Oliver. We'll talk more about him later on, but you also, too, signed a product out of Torrington, Wyoming as well, too. So, again, you got a lot of local guys that are just, within a short drive to go over to LCCC and participate coming up this Monday.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously some rules with the NJCAA that says, what they can do and what they can't do, as far as taking classes and things like that. But, I think the most important part is at the college, we figured out a way to do it safely. And so as long as the kids are safe and all that stuff, we're excited to, get them back on campus and, start working guys out and get guys back in the weight room and things of that nature. So yeah, we're just, especially with the local kids, I know they've been calling and asking when can they do something and how can they do something. So hopefully we can start ramping things up here.
Coach, you mentioned the word safely. So obviously in a different time of our life now, safety is always going to be practiced first. As a head coach, and again, I don't know if this has been discussed with Dr. Henning or not, but are there new guidelines and rules that you must abide by when you're conducting practices with the young men? I mean, or is it just business as usual and we get them on the floor?
No, it's not business as usual. We definitely have guidelines and stuff that the college has helped us map out and to make things safe. Checking temperatures. Just doing a screening before they get in, and making sure that we're the coaches are keeping their face covered, and we're wiping off equipment and things of that nature. Stuff that we kind of took for granted. Now we gotta pay attention to.
Last time we talked with you, Coach, you signed a good amount of players. Again, we're talking about a couple months ago is when last we spoke with you, Coach, where, again, the big one was getting the McCord twins out of Cheyenne East to commit to at least play for LCCC. Since then, you've signed 2 more recruits. Again, as we talked about the local product out of Torrington, that would be in Jackson Jones, and also, too, it looked like you went international as well, too, as LCCC has done in years past. It looks like you went across the pond to England, I do believe so. But talk about Jackson Jones and also, too, the other product that you were able to sign to come to Cheyenne to play for LCCC.
Yeah, Jackson's from Torrington. He's going to help out a lot. Really, really tough kid. Played a lot of sports. He's just a sports guy and shoots the ball really well. And that's something that you can never turn down. You're never going to turn down a guy who shoots it as well as he does. He also helps us in the backcourt, being able to handle the basketball. Internationally, we went with the big kid, Cham. I won't even try to disrespect him by butchering his last name right now.
No, you'll leave that to me, won't you?
Yes, but he brings athleticism, a lot of length, really, really long. What I really liked about him is his body is college ready right now. He's a big, strong kid. He's ready to compete. At least his body's ready to compete at the college level right now, and that's always a big step when you talk about bringing in a freshman.
Nick mentioned Eric Oliver, and, of course, the McCord twins, and then the youngster out of Torrington right now that will be on your roster. And again, a lot of local flair for local fans to come on out and support LCCC, if fans will be allowed to come into the gymnasium, into the RAC this season. But again, looking at the ever-lovely wish list, Coach, did you get everything you were looking for here during the off season?
I actually did, yes. We just can't say his name right now because it's not 100%. He's committed verbally, but not. We haven't had it on paper yet, so I won't say his name right now. But we signed a really good, veteran guy who was on a different. He'd be a transfer in for us. Was at a different junior college last year, and if we can get. Looks like we got him, but I just don't want to, say it. But he's going to really bring some experience up to our team as well. Gives us another strong guard. Averaged about 16, 17 points at the college that he was at. So that also brings in some more sophomore leadership. If you talk about the wish list, I got everything that I was wanting. We still got one more probably to get, and hopefully we can nail that down here in a few weeks and be set and be ready to go.
And certainly,
yes, we got everything. We got everything that we were looking for.
And certainly, Coach, you got a lot of veteran talent coming back, whether it is Youssef with Ash, but also too the one piece again for folks here in Cheyenne that saw him play a lot of basketball, especially over at Cheyenne East, saw what he could do for LCCC last season, and also too excited to see what he could do possibly for a sophomore year. What's kind of the status right now with Eric Oliver? Is he kind of committed to play his sophomore year at LCCC, or is it still kind of a wait and see to see does he get that opportunity to move on to that D1, D2 opportunity?
I think he's committed to play. Obviously, something really good comes along, just like anything else. You definitely have to take a look at whatever situations come along. But talking to Eric, he's really, really stepped up and he's became a leader on this team, especially in the summer here. Once this virus came aboard, he's definitely been one of the guys who's reached out, made phone calls to guys, making sure they were doing what they were supposed to do in the classroom. Even reached out to some guys here that's, still around here. We got, Ash is still on campus here. He never went home. So just a couple of guys obviously can't work out in the gym and stuff, but was able to go outside and run and do some things. So he's really, really stepped up as a leader. So I think he's committed to come back. We want him back, obviously, and if something comes along that he just can't turn around, just can't turn down, I think he'll take it. But I would not blame him for that one bit. But right now, I think he's committed to coming back, and I hope he does. But if something comes along, hey, you got to take what's best for you.
One thing I've been impressed with both you and former head coach Jason Fick, just in the short time that we had covered LCCC, is how you were able to get young men to come to Cheyenne, Wyoming, to play basketball, and where you placed them after their sophomore years, where they were able to go on as juniors and continue on their play, or even in some cases moving on as sophomores. And then we've also talked with Coach Souza out at Rock Springs. What is the attractiveness, Coach, when you are selling Cheyenne, Wyoming to these young men from out of state to come to the Cap City to play basketball? How do you sell LCCC basketball to these guys?
I think you just have to, we have a great town. Cheyenne's a great place to live, and especially when you're talking about some of the other junior colleges just in the country of where these colleges are placed. So we definitely can sell the community. We have our school is Laramie County. We have good resources here, and so we definitely can offer them some stuff that a lot of schools can't offer. And then, after we've done it for a while, just a track record of being able to move kids on. We have always, I think the kids know that, I'm going to work I'm going to work hard for you if you work hard for me. And it's been, that's always been the match I've always tried to make. Hey, I'm going to go out and call these Division I, Division II schools, whatever it is. I'm going to try to get these guys in the gym to watch you play and try to put you in the best position to be successful when they do see you play. So I think that's just what I sell, and hopefully they trust it and it works out.
Coach, we asked at least new interim head coach of now women's basketball over at LCCC, Danielle Ronaldo, when we had her in a couple of weeks ago, talking about the upcoming schedule, or at least what the season's going to look like for LCCC on the ladies' side. But for the men's side, you taking over the helm after Jason Fickett exits out for LCCC. Schedule-wise, especially with the coronavirus and everything that has happened, where we're looking at keeping things kind of on a locale or at least state-by-state kind of at least agenda right now. Has the schedule kind of been figured out for 2020, 2021, and is it something that we kind of keep within Region 9, even in the non-conference kind of ranks?
We always have, from just where we're located, we can reach a lot of different places with not a lot of problems. So we've always, been able to reach all of Region 9 with kind of no problems. This year, schedule's just about completed. You do have to wait and see what the NJCAA is going to come out with and say, or, other colleges contacting you saying, hey, look, we're not going to be able to do this because of budget-wise and things of that nature. So we just kind of got to wait and see, just like kind of everything else. You can't really plan that far ahead because it changes so fast. We haven't been told anything by the NJCAA right now. I know that those meetings are coming up, and I know the California League, their junior college league, went to, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they went to starting in January. I know the Division II leagues have kind of went to staying locally or regionally as they can. So I really don't know. We were not really stretching ourselves out there anyway, so there's not we stay pretty close to Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, that area. So Coach
Nick brought up a good point there, and I was just thinking like what's going on right now on the baseball side with Post 6 and the Cheyenne Extreme, and we've got teams that are calling them from out of state to Colorado's. As a matter of fact, I even know in my own case, I can't even play ball down in Colorado till like after the 4th of July. Everything's kind of shut down. And we've been fortunate here in Wyoming with coronavirus that we haven't had the major outbreaks. We haven't had the major fatalities. For example, Coach, if we do run into this situation again, maybe hopefully on a lighter slate, would a Wyoming again be a mecca, so to speak, where you might have more home games than you would on the road. I mean, everything's all kind of up in the air. It's a question mark to me.
Yeah. You just never really know. You don't know how it's gonna play out. Just gonna kind of take it as it comes, I guess. And we've been giving no direction from the NJCAA right now of what we can and cannot do. So we have just been scheduling as usual, and our schedule's just about complete. And we're pretty much in Colorado, Wyoming. I think we head down to Nebraska, play Western Nebraska, McCook, North Platte. The same usual teams that we normally play. So I think we may have a tournament in Casper. He's got some teams coming in. So you just don't know. Every coach that calls and wants to schedule, they all say the same thing. Let's write this down in pencil for right now and see how it works.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for joining us and updating us on what's happening. First official day of practice that you have scheduled for all the athletes.
Oh, so hopefully not official day of practice, but when we have everybody back, I think school starts back August 24th. And hopefully we'll get, everybody safe and healthy, and then we're going to start, preseason conditioning and stuff probably a week after school starts.
All right, sounds good, Coach. Well, we'll be in touch with you before then, and we'll keep updated on all the goings on with the LCCC Golden Eagles. Thank you so much, Coach. We do appreciate you joining us here today.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. Anytime.
Head Coach DeWayne Saulsberry, LCCC Golden Eagles head coach, joining us here on 1480 KRAE. We do appreciate him joining us and lending some thoughts, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we'll be back after this time out here on 1480 KRAE.
If it happens on the diamond, the hardwood, the field, or even the ice, we'll talk about it on Wyoming Sports Talk today. Hi, this is Nick Peretti inviting you to join Larry Peretti and myself each weekday from 3 to 5 p.m. as we, along with our special guests, talk sports locally, regionally, and nationally. And you can chat with us too at 307-514-1071. It's Wyoming Sports Talk today only on 1480 KRAE, and you can stream live with us at 1480krae.com.
Giant Urological has been the cornerstone of urinary care to Cheyenne and its surrounding communities for over 30 years, with Doctors Bryant and Effort, along with their highly trained staff, providing top-quality treatment for prostate cancer, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, impotence, and incontinence. Cheyenne Urological is now offering cutting-edge robotic surgery. So call Cheyenne Urological at 635-4131 for compassionate, expert urinary care. That's 635-4131.
If you're looking for fun and style, then the new 2019 Kia Optima has what you need. And here at Kia of Cheyenne, we can help you own one. I'm AJ Miller, and the 2019 Kia Optima will reward your daily drive with comfort, performance, and advanced engineering. Kia Optima technology, your phone allows access to remote lock or unlock, climate control, 24-hour roadside assistance, and much more. Come in, call 775-0123, or go to KiaofCheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
Or have poison ivy everywhere. Some choices are a lose-lose, but it's all win-win at Taco John's. Choose 3 chicken street tacos or 3 chicken soft-shell tacos for just $5. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Our drive-thru is still open. Swing by for all your Taco John's favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or order delivery from participating locations with the Taco John's app. At First Tier Bank, we are proud to be a member of this great community and will always support all of our high school athletes. First Tier Bank takes great pride in sponsoring the live broadcast of the games and would like to wish all of our teams good luck. We share the credo with Newt Rockney when he said, "One man practicing sportsmanship is far better than 100 teaching it." It's all about the high school sports at First Tier Bank, 1508 Stillwater Avenue, Cheyenne.
We're taking Cheyenne, Wyoming Sports Talk Radio to a whole new level. This is Wyoming Sports Talk Today.
Don't look at me. I think these people are completely nuts.
Stop this crazy thing! And it's only here on AM 1480 KRAE.
We're going to be with you here up until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. We're going to head on over to Converse and watch some extreme fast pitch action coming up here. Yesterday, Nick, and I know you'll be working on that too, all of the coaches were named for the high schools yesterday, so congratulations to all, and including Cheyenne Extreme head coach Adam Galisa. He'll be running the program over at Cheyenne East. But
talking off air, knew that was in the works with Coach Galisa.
Well, he had interviewed for it, and he felt pretty good that he was going to get the position. But again,
I think Cheyenne East right now, again, that's a huge hire for the Thunderbirds out there where, again, a guy who is established as being one of the top head coaches here in the state on softball, who's been here, done it, led a very successful program that is Cheyenne Extreme. So, again, Cheyenne East kind of, again, before even softball or at least those athletes go out and practice or even uniforms are even created right now, it's pretty much Cheyenne East is right now your favorite team right now across the entire state.
Well, again, you got experienced coaches that are going to be running the programs. Coach Quigley is going to be over at South High, so congratulations to him. And Coach Barker, she, of the three coaches, the female coach over at Cheyenne Central, and she's had some work with the Extreme as well, too. So looking forward to, and again, ladies and gentlemen, we would hope, and we don't know what the future holds. Again, softball's going to be kicking in right as basketball season ends. Well, basketball season ended, and nothing happened after that. So that's 2021. We're hoping that we're going to be able to get this thing off the ground. Now,
we'll see what happens. Where again, now we're having rumblings that NFL might not even happen here in 2020. But again, that's all up in the air. Right?
Here's what happened, and I'm glad you mentioned that because that little troll, Dr. Fauci, had mentioned during he's concerned about baseball going past October into possible November, where the players wanted to go at least into November with the World Series. Well, he's saying, hey, we may have this second round. And then I got to thinking, well, if you're so concerned about baseball, you got the NFL that's already underway because they get underway in September, and it's already 10 degrees in Green Bay in November. So, what are you trying to do? Trying to put a damper already on the fall-winter sports? So, I don't know. You're right. I mean, will we have an NFL season? Don't know. We know I don't want to say know for sure. We know baseball is not looking promising right now either without Dr. Fauci saying anything.
Baseball, they're trying to figure out things.
Well, the league, the MLB, Manfred in general, has said, you're going to play this schedule. Because this evidently was agreed to by ownership and players back in March, late March. This was the go-to what-if situation, and it's a 60-game schedule. Well, the players are balking at it. They signed on to it. The owners said, okay, fine, we'll do that as well, but we really want to get our schedule in so we can make some money. So the go-to schedule is 60 games.
At this point, again, with pro sports where, again, nothing is a guarantee, it's kind of pushed aside, especially in this region where it's like, who cares right now, due to the fact that we do have at least the local athletes, again, whether it's baseball, softball, and we'll see what happens on the high school athletic sides. Again, feel confident that we will have high school football coming up in August, or at least when that week 0 hits in Class 4A here in the state, but right now, it's pretty much it seems like it's almost a nationwide thing of, hey, pro sports, who cares about you right now? We're going to focus on our local teams,
I think we need it though, Nick. I think the nation as a whole, with all of the anger that has been exhibited, and I'm not going to get political. And that's why I asked Coach that too. So you'll disagree with me because you're younger than me. I've been through all of this a lot longer than you have. And again, I think when you have that opportunity to relax and go to a 3-hour baseball game or go to a 3-hour football game.
You're assuming that fans are even going to be allowed in this. Again, we have the understanding that NHL, NBA, and again, MLB is proposing, NFL is kind of on that same vein. You're not attending a game this year.
You get to watch them, though.
All right, that's good enough.
I'm sorry, I don't want to.
But again, you're not going out to anywhere.
I'm sorry, I don't want to watch 2011 and 2012 and 2003 and 1997 games anymore. I don't want to hear former games. I would like to see something that's current. And I think that's what we need. We need some relaxation. We just don't have we need something to cheer for right now. There's nothing to cheer
and again,
for.
you do out in this part of the world, so there's nothing to complain in this part.
And again, everybody's
you can attend
you
can attend Cheyenne Post 6 games. You can attend Cheyenne Extreme games. And again, as soon as here we are 8 days away, you can go out to Garion and again, outside of 4 other teams, and that excludes the Casper Horseheads, you can see collegiate baseball with the Expedition League in this region that extends from North Dakota, South Dakota, again, into now at least Nebraska, and then you have the mover, at least the team out of the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks that moved from Canada to, I do believe, North Dakota. So again, out in this part of the world, you do have those options right now. Right. So again, there's nothing, at least here, to complain about regarding sports where, hey, it's not the pros, but again, it is your local athletes, it's your local teams that you should be supporting no matter what.
Yeah, it's your next best option right now, and
I don't want to hear anyone complaining out here.
No,
where there's nothing to watch.
I think
especially when, again, as we alluded to, again, talking with Coach Khaleesi, we talked with Coach Ty Lane, and again, even talking with Horseheads and also Pioneers owner Chuck Heeman, where hey, at least on the high school side of things, these games are free to attend.
But also you're seeing fans show up though, right? The attendance is there.
Yeah.
And you'll see it today when you go out to watch the Cheyenne Extreme play. That fans from Colorado will be here in addition to the Extreme family and those that want to watch some softball. Bottom line is people want to get out. They want to stretch their legs. They want something to cheer for right now. And you're right. In our part of our region, our part of the world, everything is kind of functioning normally right now.
And I think it will for the foreseeable future. Again, I don't think high school football is in any jeopardy going forward. I don't think any high school athletics to round out 2020 will be in any jeopardy. Again, will fans be allowed in attendance at Okie or, again, other risky at South High? Again, that's going to be to be determined, but I still think those games are going to be underway. Volleyball is going to be underway. You're going to see everything be fine out in this part of the world. I think UW, they're committed to playing as early as they can and attempt to get fans at War Memorial Stadium. So, again, I think we will be fine. It's just the rest of the country. Yeah, I get it, but it seems like the rest of the country is, as we heard from even Coach Khaleesi yesterday saying, hey, some California teams are being able to play softball out there, and they're playing regional, at least teams out there. They're not traveling outside of that California border. But again, It sounds like softball, baseball around this, again, probably a majority of this nation right now is underway, at least on the high school side.
Even going with Coach Galicia, too, where he mentioned that a couple of the teams were able to get on fields. And again, like I mentioned, and I can tell you the 2 places that I play, North Glen and over in Thornton. And both of those, these are, high school facilities. We're not welcomed on there until at least July 11th. That's Colorado right now. That's not Wyoming. So, again, I think we are in a very thankful position being in Cheyenne, where and so far so good. I think everybody can agree. Going out to Powers Field, going out to Converse, going out to Bremer. So far so good. And people have been pretty good. You know it as well as anyone. They've been doing the social distancing thing. But fans are showing up at least, and that's the good thing. And if you don't feel confident, you go to the outfield and you sit out there, you grab a lawn chair, and you watch the game in the outfield, right?
Or either again with Cheyenne Extreme, where again was announced by me yesterday, and again we've been working on this for a while. This was even before coronavirus ever hit, but again we were at least set to at least bring the entire full 2020 season and future for Cheyenne Extreme. But again with what has happened, again we will now at least announce here, and as I did yesterday on a social media side, that yes, 1480 KRAE is partnering with the Cheyenne Extreme to bring you what is the remainder of the 2020 Cheyenne Extreme schedule. Again, as of tentative right now, we will do Tuesday's games to start out here in town against Garion Logos with the Cheyenne Extreme. So again, if you're uncomfortable, if you're unable to make it out to these games, again, we will bring it to you on the radio side, at least hopefully. Again, right now, it's pretty much as 2020 has been, it's kind of being piece by piece put together. So basically what I've come out and said, or at least I'll say here, Tune in to our social media sides, whether it's Twitter, at Nick Wild Sports, 1480 KRAE's Facebook page, Wyoming Sports Talk Today's Facebook page. Again, all the information of how you can tune in for the games, when the games are happening, all that fun stuff. Again, ideally, we want it on radio side here on KRAE, web stream as well, too, on 1480KRAE.com. But more importantly as well, too, again, if you're unable, for whatever reason, to attend these games, as we've done for football, basketball, whether it's high school or LCCC. We'll do it for Cheyenne Extreme Softball as well, too. Video live streaming these games as well from Converse or wherever they may be on the road. Again, as they will be heading up to South Dakota, they'll also, too, be heading down to Denver at a point in time. We will bring you those games, at least in theory. Hopefully, again, we've run into hiccups, again, in some spots. So hopefully we'll be able to at least ideally get you those live stream views of these games as well. So again, excited to partner with the Cheyenne Extreme to give you at least the abbreviated season as it is for 2020.
And again, our first games will be against Gering coming up here Tuesday evening, late afternoon, early evening, as we'll be out at Converse Field. And at least we get to do a home contest here this next week. So, again, we're going to wrap up the program in just a little bit. We're going to be heading out to Converse, speaking of which, to watch some extreme action. Anything else that you'd like to add on the sports side?
We have one more commercial break, and then we could probably talk about something else as well, too, that was at least recently came up.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick time out, and we'll be right back.
Did you know B&B Appliance and TV has a local warehouse where they stock a variety of appliances in a wide range of colors and finishes, including black and white? Their friendly staff realizes that one look isn't for everyone, and appliance shopping isn't always convenient. B&B Appliance offers free in-town delivery and disposal of your old appliances. They'll be there for you after the sale, too, because they always service what they sell. B&B Appliance and TV, 714 Central Avenue. Best brands, hometown service.
Do you want the peace of mind of a professionally installed security camera system? Then go with a name you trust, High West Digital Solutions, a High West energy company. The experienced team at High West Digital Solutions will customize a video security system for you, helping you keep an eye on everything going on inside or outside your home or business. Go to hwds.com or call 307-245-4333. High West Digital Solutions, the best choice, the local choice, the right choice for you. Check out the huge savings this week at Town & Country Supermarket Liquors. Here are just a few of the terrific weekly specials. Our Super Radio buys, featured only right here, include Black Velvet Reserve Canadian Whiskey, 1.75-liter bottle, $16.99. Sam Adams Boston Lager, Winter Lager or Variety Pack, $13.99. And Pinnacle Original or Whipped Cream Vodka, 1.75-liter bottle, $14.99. Town & Country Supermarket Liquors on the South Greeley Highway, Cheyenne's low-price leader. Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Del Range. Your locally owned and operated radio stations, KYOI-FM and 1480 KRAE AM, are just that, local. Serving Cheyenne and Laramie County, where your advertising dollar stays local, too. It doesn't end up in Colorado, Oklahoma, New Hampshire, or even New York. We conduct business here. We shop here, and we live here. And we support our entire community 24/7, 365. Just because it has a window dressing doesn't mean it isn't a facade. A reminder from KYOI and 1480 KRAE.
You can actually get something good for your health at a drive-through window. When you order your next prescription from Medicap Pharmacy, call ahead and use our drive-through window. Or you can call for free delivery. You can even log on to Medicap.com and order a prescription refill. Your Medicap pharmacist will call you to make arrangements for pickup or delivery.
Medicap Pharmacy will always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. or call 635-3712.
Here's the latest weather forecast on 1480 KRAE.
For today, it'll be mostly sunny with highs around 69 and winds out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then for tonight, it'll be mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers with lows around 46. On Friday, it'll be cloudy with rain showers likely throughout the day with highs around 62. And on Friday night, it'll be partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers with lows around 43.
You bleed brown and gold? So do we. Wyoming Cowboys football and basketball is always front and center on this show. This is Wyoming Sports Talk Today, and it's here on AM 1480 KRAE.
Welcome back to Wyoming Sports Talk Today. It was interesting last night as I watched the news shows at night, and on Sean Hannity, the president was speaking with him, and got to talking about Colin Kaepernick last night. And the president was hoping that Kaepernick returns to the National Football League if some team is willing to pick him up. But he also made the point, too, that Kaepernick's made more money being out of football than he had playing.
Well, yeah, again, where he signed, or at least spokesman for, I do believe, Nike. He's done other kind of sponsorship deals. So, yeah, again, wouldn't doubt he's well off being outside of the NFL. But it sounds like the NFL, or at least you're seeing trickle of teams and ownerships. I think most recent I saw Mark Davis of the Las Vegas Raiders saying, hey, my team, my general managers, my head coaches have had my blessing for the longest time. If they wanted to go after Kaepernick, they could. Now, whether that is true, if it's Mark Davis trying to save face, who knows? But again, you're seeing a lot of that come out of the NFL saying, hey, we didn't blacklist this guy. He's been welcome. It's just been up to our staff, and they've kind of decided, hey, he didn't fit our scheme. You're seeing other teams. I can't think of the top of my head, but there was one that came out and said, We're pretty good at QB depth, but Kaepernick can fit our scheme, or at least we're kind of interested in our scheme. And I can't.
In some cases,
I don't know if that was Carolina or.
I know, but he doesn't fit the cap in some cases, and that's the monies that he wants.
But again, now you're seeing NFL teams basically come out and talk where again, however many years this has been going on with Kaepernick kind of getting his name tossed out there. When you see a big quarterback go down, hey, will he be signed? It seems like NFL, or at least those teams, have kind of shunned away, saying, we're not going to talk about this guy, but all of a sudden now he's the hot-button issue. All right, well, all of a sudden, we've never blacklisted this guy. Again, going back to our conversation, I think earlier this week or last week, whatever it was, about Colin Kaepernick, the writing feels like it's on the wall that he was blacklisted by the NFL. It has that feeling that teams just kind of, again, for the reasons that we outlined, saying, whether it is the media attention that he's going to bring, again, kind of that Tim Tebow-esque of, hey, we don't want to deal with it, so we're just going to not even put him on our team. We just don't want to deal with the headache. It has that feeling. Now, again, here it is where 2020 is probably the best opportunity or the best year that Kaepernick has a chance to now sign. I still don't think he's going to get picked up by a team. I don't foresee it. Again, I think NFL teams are doing this as more of a PR stunt. It's pretty much, I'll believe it when I see it. Right. When that day comes where it's saying, hey, X team signs Colin Kaepernick, all right, I believe, or at least I believe what these teams are saying. But as of right now, again, where he's been on the market, his name has been tossed out there. It's not like he's been shunned away. Again, when you think of quarterbacks going down, Kaepernick's the number one guy to be tossed out in free agency and saying, hey, he's available. Why not sign him? Right now, I think it is these teams just kind of doing a PR move saying, hey, again, like for instance, again, what Mark Davis said with the Las Vegas Raiders saying, hey, he's got my blessing, and their coaching staff, if they wanted to hire him, they can go right ahead. I think it's just more of a PR move to kind of save face, saying, hey, we were never against this guy. He can come on. He can join our team whenever.
Well, ownership and general managers right now are in a catch-22 with Kaepernick. If you bring them on and you bring on the baggage.
Yeah.
And the baggage also translates into dollars and fans. Because we saw what happened back when this started all evolving.
And again, NFL, a league that has been at the center of kind of divisiveness, where, again, whether it is standing for the anthem, kneeling for the anthem, again, that was a two-sided issue that the NFL had to deal with. Kaepernick's going to bring in that kind of attention to a team where, again, you're going to have people that like him. You're going to have people that hate him.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I read this the other day. John Elway with the Denver Broncos said his team will stand for the national anthem, or they'll lose their job. So, again, we're running.
Again, we're in the same league. You had a commissioner come out and say something exactly like that, but then
he backtracked.
He turned he did a 180 and said, "Sorry about that. No, you can do whatever you want."
Yeah, the leadership role right now with.
And I think Elway is one of those kind of entities right now in the NFL that's on kind of thin ice.
Well,
right
Elway
now.
also, during all of the strife that was happening, came out and said, "Hey, we support. We're there." Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden came back and said, hey, you will stand for the national anthem. Because, again, it's the Kaepernick. Right now in the NFL, that is the only talk right now. Let me ask you this question. Cam Newton.
Well, it's not the only talk.
I know,
due to the fact that you had
Cam Newton was released by the Carolina Panthers. Where did he go?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. But you know that Colin Kaepernick is out there, and he may go to any one of the NFL teams right now, right?
Yeah.
There's a possibility. So, again.
The only QB move that we've known about, or at least I could recall, is Tom Brady going to Tampa Bay.
That's it. Tom, and Gronk and signing with the Buccaneers as well, too. So, again, but like I said, Kaepernick here over the last couple of weeks has resurfaced.
Well, imagine it seems like teams are getting back into workouts or individualized workouts and being a part of these teams. But once that kind of training camp starts ramping up, whether it's Del Valley or at least around the entire nation, once teams get back into camp, I think those talks about Kaepernick will quiet down as they've done in years past. I think it's just because right now, as you're talking about, hey, probably a good amount of people are desperate for some sort of sports news or sports talk or something like that. Hey, Kaepernick is that guy. Again, with everything that's happening outside of the sports world, he's going to garner, obviously, a lot of attention. And I believe that once you get back into training camp, if NFL does head in that way, those talks are going to cool back down. Basically hey, we're back in action. It looks like NFL is going to play. As soon as we know it, we'll have preseason games. And then there's going to be no Kaepernick in the NFL. I think 2020 is going to be kind of a repeat where teams, as I said, again, I think they're doing this as a PR move to save face with fans or at least try to not look like the bad guy in the situation. And then eventually nothing's going to happen again.
Does Kaepernick want to play in the NFL? Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
But do NFL teams want to pay Kaepernick money?
No, and I think that was.
I think that's going to be his. He would be one of those free agent signings, and I'll throw out there that time when Mark Sanchez signed with the Broncos for like $3 million, and then he was gone by the end of training camp. But the thing is, with Kaepernick, that's what he needs to set his sights on. And again, he's probably a much better quarterback than Mark Sanchez.
A guy who's also, too, going to want a starting role on a team where right now you look across the NFL.
And he's going to be a backup in most cases.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of opportunities. Again, you could think of probably maybe Miami.
Cincinnati.
Who knows with the Chargers as well, too. Could that be a fit for him? And I think the Chargers were one team that were saying, hey, we're kind of interested in this guy. But right now, again, his options for monies and also to a starting gig are pretty limited right now.
Yeah, and again, if I'm not mistaken, I think the last time when we were talking about Kaepernick money was about $14 million he wanted to be a part of your operation. Well, again, if you're going to sign him as a free agent, you don't have to pay him the top dollar right now. He's not a top dollar free agent.
Well, and also, too, who knows if that is evolved of his asking monies due to the fact of what he's seen from other, at least starting quarterbacks around the league, where, again, you saw Jimmy G, the first one out of the gates to get his big contract, and then so on and so forth, that at least other quarterbacks re-signed. Hey, they got
$20+ million. Yeah,
massive monies. You wonder if Kaepernick's probably also, too, looking at that going, hey, I took a team to a Super Bowl. I've proven that I can be a starting quarterback.
I've been out of work for 3 years.
I want that money.
Again, he wants that money, but again, he's been out of work for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting setup for Kaepernick, and you're probably right, Nick, that does he play football in the NFL this year? Doubtful. Does he get an invite? Maybe. maybe
I think
to
he
a
has.
camp.
I think he has a better shot at an invite, but I don't think he makes it to a roster.
Yeah, I would say he'll get invited, and he may not show up because, again, Kaepernick is going to demand Kaepernick money. And, again, he doesn't really need the money.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real honest. But like you said, he thinks he's still elite status as a quarterback in the NFL, and general managers across the NFL, and it don't matter where, if it's San Diego or even the Raiders, they're not going to divvy out the $14 million. It's going to put them over the caps in most cases, and they're going to probably come back with about a $4 or $5 million deal for him, and he's going to walk away from it.
I think Antonio Brown has a better shot at making an NFL roster or at least getting signed by a team than Colin Kaepernick does, especially what we saw last year, the stupidity that Antonio Brown kind of pulled throughout the entire league with the Raiders and eventually going over the Patriots. Again, right now, I don't have the confidence, and I think these talks will eventually quiet down.
Yeah,
I think without a doubt. Again, as teams get back into it, where now we're going to focus on the athletes, and we saw down in Dallas, where Dallas was, or at least the Cowboys were the first team kind of hit by what was a coronavirus kind of quote unquote outbreak, where you saw I think 10 players or 10 or plus more players tested positive for it. I think that's going to be the focus, or at least the shift for football and NFL fans, where all right, teams are now getting back to camp. All right, are players now getting hit by this? Are outbreaks happening? Will our team even compete? I think that's what's going to be overshadowed as we move forward, or at least closer to potential preseason in the NFL.
Right, and again, going back to the conversation last night with the president, where he says that they are moving swiftly, A, for a vaccine, and B, therapeutics. Now, will that be available? Will that be available by the fall? Again, we're talking 3 months away. It's going to be fall.
We had a vaccine, or at least they were talking vaccine like months ago.
It was in the preliminary stages. Now, but again, if the therapeutics come on out, and again, where they were using the hydrochloroquine, there you go. That could be, I guess the drug used by athletes to hopefully stave off this COVID-19. I don't know. I mean, this thing has got everybody shook up, got everybody nervous, and again, it is shut down. It is shut. I mean,
I think people are probably, or at least I'd say a fair amount, are probably less nervous than they were now than they were in March.
You would probably, as a matter of fact, I was looking at stats here in Wyoming. They did a survey back in March when it happened to June 8th, I think, this last survey, and the numbers are already halved. People are like, let's get back to work. Let's get back to athletics. Let's do this. As opposed to when it shut down, 86% were saying, yeah, good thing we shut it down. Hey, we don't need to have this right now. Close the businesses and everything else. So it's, again, it's a wait-and-see type of deal. We're looking at things like we were all anticipating that with the warmer weather and everything was going to be great. Well, evidently it hasn't panned out. The virus still hangs around even in warm weather. So, all right. Well, we're going to wrap up our program on that note.